Today is day 4 of learning to play the drums using sheet music as opposed to just banging on the drums with random songs on in the background. It's really been challenging me, and I was working on this song called whatever, All I Wanted by Paramore. And because I am anxious for quick results, I'm going to switch my song to I'm Not the Only One by Sam Smith because it looks super easy. And I was making progress with Paramore's song, but I think I know that I was choosing a really difficult song to work through. And there's maybe pluses or minuses to that, but I want to be able to perform a song sooner. So I'm going to choose an easier song, because the other option would be to choose to practice more hours, or any hours, because I really only practice for minutes. So, here we go. No. Okay, that was the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars of the song. There's a little bit of a tricky turnaround at the end. It's probably not even really tricky, it's just it changes a little bit, so I'll have to figure that out. But otherwise, pretty simple. Speed is achievable. There's nothing that's happening really fast. And I think I may have been playing it faster than it actually goes. Hard. This is doesn't change. That's all it is. Okay. So these last 2 bars are cool. That's not really that hard. I just have to remember that this is steady. And then that's it. There's one little open. There's a just have to remember when to hit this and when not to hit it. But this is always getting hit. So, nice. Less than 5 minutes into the footage, and I've played the first 8 bars probably at tempo with no mistakes. And that feeling that just gave me is why I chose to work with an easier song, because I want that confidence. And it's funny because I am a teacher, I am an instructor, that's my job. I don't teach music, I teach outdoor education. And you do these things for kids. When you work with kids, you're like, I'm going to give them something I know is within their skill level to build confidence. And then you look at yourself and you're like, I don't need to do that for me. I'm just going to do something hard, because like I can deal with it emotionally and whatever and mentally, that I'm going to fail the first 8,000 times. But sometimes like continuing to grow and whatever is about using the same tricks on yourself that you would use on kids if you're teaching kids. And they're not really tricks, it's just a technique, I guess, because trick kind of has a negative connotation. I'm not tricking myself, I'm just giving myself, I mean, I guess maybe there's a little bit making myself feel better than I am, because if I can play a really hard thing badly, it might take more skill than playing an easy thing somewhat well. But anyways, or maybe it doesn't really matter. But this is what I chose to do, and so far I like it. Sweet, and I went into the next 8 bars just to make sure I don't internalize this break in continuity there, where I like stop after the first 8 bars and practice stopping over and over again after the first 8 bars, because obviously a song doesn't stop after the first 8 bars. I didn't want to internalize that stopping. But yeah, what I like about this is that my eyes and brain and appendages can work together, and none of them, like when I was doing the All I Wanted, I could get it right some of the time, but I was turning off one of those things. Like I was either turning off the eye going through the brain down to the appendages, and I was just playing it off memory and muscle memory, or maybe I was yeah, because you can't really turn off the coordination. That's where the sticks hit the drums. So often I was just kind of perusing the music and being like, I think it went like, and like I kind of memorized that, and memorization is good, but I didn't like that I was not able to read it and interpret it while reading it. And this is simple enough that I can actually read it and correlate exactly what I'm reading to what I'm playing, because it's what I'm reading, if that makes sense. And I think that if I start here and grow from here, that I will get to the point where I can read much more complex things and actually play them because I'm reading them, not because I'm kind of guessing or loosely interpreting what I'm reading or just memorizing it. So let's play through one more time, and then I'm going to shut this video off, and that's going to be all my practice for today, because I feel good about getting 8 bars of the song done. Actually, one of the things I'm struggling with, like the only thing I'm struggling with, is doing things that aren't written in. Like I'm doing this little on some of the hi-hat hits. That's not in there. There's no indication that the hi-hat should be opened and closed quickly while I'm hitting it. But it's almost like I'm having the opposite problem, where it's just kind of boring. And so I don't know if it's a problem or not, though. Maybe it's cool. I'm not sure. Maybe it sounds cool to occasionally add some stuff in, but that's what I'm doing. then I got lost, and then I don't know where this actually happens. So that's the downfall of it, but I don't know if, like, that's the funny thing about interpreting songs. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes that's not all stylistically correct for the song, or sometimes people really like it when you add in little flares and stuff. So, interesting. That's it for today.